Squad. Yay! I am so happy to be returning to the pick a card reactions. This is the first one of the year. I'm getting into the flow, getting into the swing of things again with this whole process, because making this particular video, these reaction videos like this, it's a process for real, but we doing it. So happy. So this is for the 2020 predictions, right? What's happening in 2020. And of course, one of my favorite people that I follow on YouTube, what's her name again? Yeah, Star Girl the Practical Witch. We had to start with her, but we will be featuring some other readers. Really, this one is with my favorites, and then one person that I haven't watched as many videos for. But I hope that you guys enjoy it and get some insight from it. And I hope that it gives you some ideas for yourself. The other thing is too, there will be a scripting activity at the end of this video. So stay tuned for that. That's for you to help you set up your new year and make sure that you accomplish your intentions. Yeah. So the quote is from the great MLK. Take the first step in faith. You don't have to see the whole staircase. Just take the first step. Take it. Go on and take it. The rest will be revealed to you. So the scripting activity at the end is questions to prepare for the new year. All right. So stay tuned for that. What's coming in 2020? Blah, 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 blah. And remember, you can find me on Facebook.com at Clarity with Kim. I am there as well. So our featured readers, I told you all my favorites, and then one that I haven't really watched as many videos, but she's popping. She's on point. She's popping. So my three faves are Star Girl the Practical Witch, Gem Goddess, and Vanessa Somuayina. Girl, if I said your name wrong, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I'm gonna try to get it together. Vanessa Samouyina. There we go. And the Tarot Priest. Okay, the Tarot Priest, I haven't watched as many of her videos, but she be popping. And I wanted to feature, you know, somebody different, but just indulge in my favorites for as we start this new year again. Oh, I'm being reminded to tell you that I'm definitely doing that pick a card reactions for the all male readers, so stay tuned for that. That's coming. There are some great male readers on the scene, and we got to do a reaction for that. Okay, y'all, let's get into it. So who was the most accurate? All of them were wonderful. Let's get into Star Girl the Practical Witch first. Her video was called, or is called, What's Coming in 2020. It will be linked below. So first, my perspective. I am definitely sensing a social groove manifesting, and what I mean by that for myself is, I guess I'm being guided to tell you my air sign too, my sun sign. Really, my sun sign. I'm an Aquarius, and I am a Virgo moon, and what is that, ascendant or rising? Okay, that's me. Just to give you a little bit more insight into this, because it might resonate with you if you fall into the Aquarius Virgo category. So, I'm definitely sensing a social groove manifesting, but it's going to be my own social for me, not social by normal, typical standards, because I am a lone wolf by nature and I love my own company. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I'm getting ready. I'm really loving being with my family, but I'm getting ready to be solo bolo again in Vietnam and just break free for a little bit and just be in my element, how I like to be in my element. But that being said, I definitely am going to be socializing, but it's not going to be like it was last year. Last year and the year before was wonderful. It was very intense. There was a lot involved with that. This year, it's going to be a more refined process. I'll definitely be spending more time alone, but the social interactions that I have will be quality and enriching. And they'll be dropped. I feel like this groundedness around the social interactions, like they'll be lasting, like memorable, like we'll laugh and look back on those experiences 10, 15 years from now. Like those are the types of interactions that I will be having with my friends, the current friends and future friends that I have not met. And I'm excited about that. So let's get into my agree, disagree. So she said that my greatest wishes will manifest. They better, damn it. She talked about the phoenix rising, and it was interesting because I've been having visuals this week and last week of like a phoenix, and I want to get tattoos, multiple. I haven't done any of them yet, gotten any of them yet. I might wait until I don't know if I'm going to get them in Vietnam or wait till I get back to the States. I'm planning on moving to another V. I'm planning on moving to Las Vegas after I leave Vietnam. So, I might wait to get my tattoos done there. But I've been like thinking, oh, do I want to get a phoenix tattoo too? I'm thinking about it. It's been on my mind. So it's interesting that she used that analogy and she brought that up. Um, and then we have Saturn going into Aquarius. This is, she said this is good karma, and that, yes, I did a lot of self work last year. Oh my God, I'm still doing it. That's an ongoing thing. But yeah, I did some very specific, particular self work last year that oriented me for this year to be bomb. And I'm so excited and so happy. You can probably hear it in my voice. And yeah, I'm ready. And just, oh my God. And it's not just that, it's the pacing of everything. The good stuff is happening faster. It's not taking as long. It's just like, I just see stair steps. So everything's just like one by one by one. And it feels really, really great. Really, really great. This is going to be a year where you, don't expect what will happen, miracles. And that's been a pattern for me, to be honest with you, but it has been the rug being pulled from underneath my feet. And I think now it's going to be more blessings. I've had patterns with blessings too, unexpected blessings, but the last couple of years have been tough. Like 100, just like I've been just, being faithful to it, but oh God, like, oh my God, I'm so happy to be broke from this energy. But that has to do a lot to do with my aura care, and which I talked about in my last video a little bit, just the importance of aura care so that stuff could just go as intended and not go sideways in any kind of ways. So yeah, I definitely am starting to see that because I'm starting to see things go better versus even 6 months ago. The same stuff it wouldn't be as good as it is now, and I'm excited. So it's the fruits of my labor. Definitely, I am witnessing and experiencing the fruits of my labor in terms of my energy work and my pragmatic work. In the past, changing appearance to be more authentic, earthy. This one, I disagree. Nah, 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 nah. In her reading, she has this deck. I don't know which deck it is, but it was this really, really beautiful kind of artsy, glam, ethereal deck with these beautiful goddess like fairy ladies on it depicted in the pictures. I'm gonna be like them. So very Instagram filtery, Pinteresty, crown. Yeah. We not doing necessarily natural. We are going for the glam. Okay. I'm here for it. I already purchased some new hair. I'm going to get my nails done. I'm going to get my brows done. My birthday's coming up. So I'm starting that process a little earlier than I thought I was going to. I'm doing a light glow up, a mini glow up. It's not full makeup and all full beat and all that stuff, but I'm doing like some of the foundational stuff, and I want to keep that stuff maintained. And then when I'm ready to get that full beat and get clothes and all that stuff, I'll do that next. So that's starting, and I'm so excited. And I literally, because in the pictures that are depicted in the deck, by the way, like I said, I'm gonna link this video below so you can go and watch this video to see what I'm talking about, which deck she uses. The one that I'm talking about, because she uses multiple ones, but you'll know it when you see it. The girls or the women, they have crowns. They're wearing crowns, and I have been looking at crowns on Pinterest and saving them because I actually want to purchase at least one, maybe two crowns this year or two, and just be rocking them. Like, I'm so here for that. Oh God, yes, gimme. So that's happening. A card that she put was Great Teacher, the Great Teacher card, which was, it had a depiction of Jesus on there, and Jesus is a great teacher. And I am actually a teacher by trade. So that really resonated with me, resonated with my heart. But then also she talked about it being more connected to spirituality, tarot, and astrology. And I definitely know that that's related to this vlog and me expanding this vlog. I have a plan to get more views and just get this out there to more people and help more people and support more people. And I'm excited about that. And then we have realization. So for me, going from solo to social, she said that. And I agree with that, but I would say that it's definitely going to be a grounded social experience. Part of my challenge this past year and a half was I just had an influx of people because I never had community before, and then I had community all of a sudden, and it was wonderful, but it was also a lot, and I had to learn how to still accomplish the things that I need to, but still be present for the people that I love. So I'll see the iteration of that this year and how that comes together more nicely in a more balanced and a more comfortable way, so that I'm still thriving and doing what I need to do, but I'm also loving the people around me and attracting more good people. So I'm excited about that. She talked about joining a group. I'm actually doing a teacher training, so it's quite possible that that teacher training could be the cohort that she's talking about. We'll see what happens. She talked about natural eating and detoxing. I'm actually on my first fast right now. I literally started today, so haha, that was accurate. Manifesting direction and passion in life, absolutely. I already started school for the year. I'm transitioning into a new career path. It's possible that I will be leaving my current career path, at least the working in the capacity that I'm currently working in as a teacher. I know I'm going to continue teaching, but I might be teaching in a different way. So that's manifested. But anyways, I'm doing the first like foundational trainings and things like that, so that by March I can start freelancing in that new career path. What else? She talked about possibly manifesting love, and this is something that I saw or heard in multiple readings. We'll see what happens. I would love to, but it wasn't really something that I wrote down for myself this year. I'm just focused on the other foundational things. That's definitely something that I see for myself next year, and I already got insight and wisdom from the Orishas for that. So I already have a plan of action for that, but I didn't really see that happening until next year. And then what else happened? Healing karmic family relationships. Okay, we'll see what happens with that. I've done a ton of work with that already and seen results. I'm not consciously doing anything for that, but if any more of that happens, then so be it. Hey, so be it. Someone from your past is coming back. I put again because that kept coming up in multiple readings too. There is one person that concerns me, and he's not necessarily like in my definite absolute past. He's still present in my life, but in terms of him, see, this is the thing. When you're okay, and I'm speaking from the heterosexual perspective for a minute. I'm just gonna speak. When you are a woman who has male friends and you go through a glow up, maybe they don't see you like, air quotes, see you like that at first, but then they see you like that after the fact and they want to be more than friends. That's a concern for me this coming year, because I know that I'm going into this phase of blossoming and just the physical attributes really aligning and coming together. So I'm just sitting back. There's one person in particular that I'm like, is he about to be a problem? Because my mind and my heart are just, I know what I want, and I know what I need, and I'm just being mindful of that and mindful of him, because he might try to cock block, if you will, when the time comes. So we'll see what happens with that. But other than that, there's one man that I've actually loved in my life, like been romantically in love with. I don't really see that being a thing, but sometimes, the fates will have it how they have it. And he would be the only other person that I'm kind of like, oh, I wonder if it's him, like that person might come back. And that would be a no for me too. Both of them would be a no for multiple reasons. I love them, but I don't want to be with them. And I know that, but it'll be interesting to see what happens. Okay. And then it says, I'm starting to get a vision of 2021. Yes, I did get a vision of 2021, but it may start this year. I don't know. This year is just very interesting because I'm making these plans and I'm taking action, but things might change and morph, and I might do what I saw myself doing next year. Some of that might start this year, like towards the last quarter or something like that, the final quarter. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm pretty flexible in some ways with what's coming. And that was one of the things that I learned last year, to just kind of be a little bit more flexible. So next we have Miss Gem Goddess. Oh, I love her so much. So the cards. There were a couple of cards, but the Hierophant and the Seven of Cups came up, and I actually, let me look at one of these cards. I have to get a visual. The Hierophant, I need to see the Seven of Cups though. I can't see it in my mind's eye right now. I meant to do this earlier. Anyway, so for the Seven of Cups, oh yeah. Okay, I got it. Um, the Hierophant, definitely. I'm all about that structure life. I always like to use the analogy that I am free flowing structure. Like, I will go and flow, but I have my scaffolding around me. And that definitely resonated with me in relation to me studying, restarting school, starting a new career that has a lot of structures and elements to it, and a lot of processes that you have to follow. There's a lot of Hierophant energy in the work that I do now as a teacher, but there's a lot in the work that I will be doing in the future. So it's interesting that came up, that resonated with me. And then the Seven of Cups is just about options. It's really interesting because I just said to you guys that, I'm kind of going with the flow in terms of like things going one way or going the other way with my life. That's kind of the energy of what I'm talking about though. It's kind of like I have all these options that I didn't have last year, and I'm getting a little emotional because I'm so happy to have them. I did not have this last year. And last year it's interesting because that would have maybe made me a little anxious because I would have just wanted to pick one thing. And now it's like, just pick the best thing and go with that. Just pick the best thing. And it's just a different vibe. I'm just more open. So I'm just really excited. Now, let's look at this, my perspective. So, I definitely like that scaffolding is essential to me. So remaining grounded during the transition is essential. Regardless of what happens, we have to have money in our bank account. We have to have places to stay. Like, it's just a basic, like, foundational stuff. I really, really am staying anchored, having some savings, doing those things to keep myself grounded so that regardless of whatever the change is, I can just go and rock and roll with it. And it doesn't have to be this dramatic theatrical event. And that comes from the benefits of what I've learned this past year, lessons learned. I learned so much, but now I know how to think and plan and do better because of what I learned last year. So that's great. I need a vacation. Absolutely. I have been going nonstop for 6 months straight, and I'm not done yet with what I need to do. It'll probably be another 4 months, to be honest, but I see a beach in the near future. And I know that I'm going to Mexico too. So obviously I'll be in Vietnam. So, I'll be in the city, but I'll be going to the beach in Vietnam, but I'm also going to Mexico. So it's coming. I just have to be a little bit more patient. Like, we have to get done with this stuff first. But yeah, she had brought that up, and yes, girl. Yes, girl. But the other thing is, she talked about being a workaholic. Yeah, I'm not really a workaholic. I just have to do this because I am someone who has had to deal with income insufficiency. If I do not work a certain amount, then I won't be able to pay my bills and I won't be able to sustain what I'm doing. So it's more out of necessity from that perspective, but not because I just want to sit up here and be working 7 days a week. No, it's just I have to, and so I am, and I'm grateful because I have been homeless and everything else before. So, the bills are getting paid. I'll take that and work on, and I'm doing a career transition so that I don't have to do that either, right? I can just condense it and have more time for other things, more time for self, and that will be a real blessing and fruits of labor thing that happens by the end of this year. So that's that. Let's see. Okay, so agree, disagree. She said studying, going to school. I literally just started class today. Yep. Career transition on the horizon. Yes. Connected to figuring out what you want to do with your life. Absolutely. I'm already doing it. I'm just doing the training and getting my certifications and getting my experience and building my portfolio. Yes. Constantly thinking about what I want to do personally. Yes, absolutely. I'm moving to Vietnam, changing jobs, and I'm doing my teacher training, as well. So all that stuff is relevant to me, and I was like, that was spot on. That was accurate. Figure out how to accomplish your goal by observing people who already accomplished what you want to. This is what she said. And she talks about mid to end of year success. And it's interesting because October is my kind of my deadline for accomplishing these things that I have that are already put in motion now, that I'm at the beginnings of now. So what she said is very true. By October, I'll be finished. I'll be finished. And I'm giving myself the last 2 months to kind of just decompress and just focus on maintaining what I already started this year, and kind of just flowing and kind of resting on my laurels a little bit to give myself a break before we get amped up into February of next year. So I'm already thinking like that. I'm already there. The Ten of Cups was about completion and just joy and just accomplishment. So that came up, and she said put time towards other things. And for me, like those last 2 months of the year are about me just being with that Ten of Cups vibe and just being like, let's just take 2 months off, or just travel for 2 months. I still have to work maybe, which is fine, but go, let's go work on the beach in Koh Samui, or whatever. Like, it doesn't have to be this kind of grounded, fixed, kind of like a little bit more intense situation. Like, let's go vibe out somewhere. So I'm looking forward to that. Maybe going to Mexico to visit my sister at the end of the year or something like that. Who knows? But I'm looking forward to that. Getting the answers to questions. She said that I would get the answers to questions. It's interesting because I started having Arisha dreams, and since I've been having those dreams, I've been getting mad insight in a way that I hadn't before. And it's just very, very specific, very, very good advice. They give bomb advice. Oh, the advice I have been getting, the gems have been dropping on the dome, the crown chakra. I am so grateful. So yes, honey, throat chakra. I did an energy healing session for myself on Friday, and one of the things that came up was about the throat chakra for work, and she had brought up this connection to the throat chakra and work. And for me, the guidance that I got was, whatever I do, I need to attach my speaking to it to help bless it and to help align it and bring it into fruition. So I'm with that awareness. I did that energy healing session during this wolf moon that we just had, and yeah, it'll be interesting to see how all this stuff manifests exactly. But she did allude to some things that definitely were on my mind or just recently came up. So yeah, she was accurate. Then we have the tarot priest, who I haven't seen as many of her videos, but she's been coming up in my algorithm. I was like, okay, let me feature her. I like to feature people that maybe they don't have as big a following. She has a big following, but or B, just I haven't worked with as much or watched as many of their content to just see what's going on. So for her, she says that any love relationship that I have, because it was what to expect in your love life for 2020. She talked about it starting off as friendship. And I just told you guys, like I just mentioned male friends, right? Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. And this theme came up in some other readings. I'm not featuring all the readings that I looked at because I have to, like, time management. I can only do so many people, feature so many people. But that came up. That whole, it starts off as a friend and then it becomes something. Yeah. Yeah. And then also one of the things that was also echoed is that I may not want to be with that person. Yeah. 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 Mm-hmm. I've literally been having dreams about this man that I have not met yet. He's not a friend of mine, but um I don't feel like my male friends are ready for the relationship that I'm ready for, which is why I'm not interested in them. And I don't feel like any man that I've been with in the past is relationship material, which is why they're in the past. So I'm not really interested. And it's all love. It's not, it's no hate or shade. It's just fact and not fiction, and it's reality. And, you have to be grounded in relationships, or else that, you can get your heart broken. And I don't really allow for that at this point in my life, because I've already done that. Like, I'm done. So that comes from life experience, learning, and like Oprah says, when you know better, you do better, right? So that's that. That's it. Working on your energy so that people around you shift. Yes. I think that I'm gonna naturally attract just really great people and bomb relationship dynamics this year, and I'm looking forward to that. I don't think I'm going to have to put much effort into the social thing. I just need to be myself and just be a presence, and it'll just come. And I think that relationshipping, I'm going to use that word, relationshipping, friendshipping, will be easier, like logistically and pragmatically easier this year. And I'm looking forward to that. Like, let's turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up. That's that. And then she also talked about how love can, if it came in now, it's the wrong time. Yeah, yeah. By June, it ought to be right though. It ought to be right. And that's been a thing for years. For me, just the wrong time, wrong time. And I caught wind of that and stopped dating seriously, or stopped thinking with a serious mindset, and just kind of chilled and was just being casual and enjoying myself. But that has ended because I'm now ready for a serious relationship. But I know that it's just I have a few more things to do before I can attract my king. So I'm looking forward to that. Then the past devil. See, she talked about this same person coming up in the past. Like I told you that she talked about the same person at this other, the last reading or the reading before that I've talked about. They talked about how somebody might kind of flare up and cock block. I suspect one or two people, like I said, we'll see what happens. It's not about to be nothing anyways, though, because I'm not here for it. No, we're just not going through that. We're just not experiencing it. But I do suspect. And then Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords, it seems like this came up before in another reading. Is this my second time? I don't know. But anyways, oh no, this is the one. That card came up, and I put down at the bottom, Ace of Swords is about clarity of thought. And I've had that regarding relationships and how I'm going to manifest. The Orishas gave me some bomb advice that I'm taking and running with. So I know that I'm going to meet my king because of the guidance that I've received. I have clarity of thought around that and clarity of action around that because of what I have seen. And I don't know if this man that I have had 2 dreams about this man. I don't know if I'm manifesting him or somebody else, but I definitely look at the traits of that man that I've been dreaming about, because those traits I definitely want to see in whoever manifests. So I have some concrete guidance around that, and I'm excited. Have fun. I'll be having fun myself, and he can join my party. That's how that's gonna happen. That is Sarah Priest. She's dope. Definitely want to shout her out and recommend her. This video will be linked. Her video will be linked in the description. And then, oh, look at me. I always check for typos, and then I still be finding them. I am so annoyed. It says Rainbow Harmony. This is not Rainbow Harmony. Ooh. And I'm going back. Let's see if we can go back. I done got y'all back to the last bit here. Let me just go back. I learned to go with the flow of my little things here because it happens in every video. But anyways, this is not Rainbow Harmony. I'm trying to type, but I can't. This is Vanessa Samouyina. Okay. I will link her video below. Sorry about that, love. Anyways, let's look at what she said. So, solo movement was the first thing she said. She mentioned solo bolo. I am a lone wolf by nature. I love my own company, and I'm so excited to be going to Vietnam and just being me, doing me for a little bit, taking a break from just so much interaction with other people and closeness. I need a break. That's just how I am. And I'm also counting down inwardly because I'm going to be in a marriage and I'm going to have kids, and it's going to be different. I'm going to have to adjust, right? So I'm really taking the time to savor this last bit of being on my own terms, in my own way, because I may not ever have this again like this. And it's, yeah, that's going to have to change. So I'm really excited. Oh God, I'm excited. Then we have agree, disagree. Money, looking around, purpose, and teacher. So she talked about basically like soul searching, and somebody else in one of the other readings I just talked about just figuring out what you want to do and having those ideas. I have concrete ideas and definitely know what that is. And like I told you guys, I'm already in school for that. I just started today. So yeah, I'm excited to have something concrete and have really, really great results this year, cause and effect. It's been a long time coming and a long time trying. I've been trying different things, and I'm excited to see this work out this year. Balance for giving, receiving. Yes. I wanted to have more balance. Just as I said, I want to have more balance between the giving and receiving. I want to give more and give in a way that's in balance with what I am able to do. And that's something that I've been thinking about in terms of like tipping people, donating, those types of things. That's coming. And then also another, the koi fish came up. That card is so beautiful. It's about fortune and luck. That's another tattoo that I would like to get on my body somewhere. I want the phoenix, I want the koi fish, I want the lotus, I want the angel wings. These are the tattoos that I'm interested in. And probably the Aquarius symbol on the back of my neck. So yes. Then she talked about the cat spirit too. Either she talked about it or I alluded to it, but that has been coming up for me. Cheetah power. I identify with that energy and vibration of cheetah and just kind of feminine, feline power, strength, beauty, elegance, bombness, greatness, yesness. So yes, I'm here for that. Independence. She talked about me moving far away. Yeah, I'm going to Vietnam. That's happening. Maybe ending of current career. She talked about this. Yeah, I'm shifting it right now. I'm a little sad. This may be my final year teaching the way that I've been teaching. I do plan on continuing to teach, but it may not be like this. And I have to accept that because there are some limitations with what I'm currently doing that do not suit my life intention. So I cannot continue to do this. I'm doing a disservice to myself and everyone around me by continuing to work in a situation that has the limitations that this does. Now, mind you, there are blessings too, but it just gets to a point where you have to say either this or that, and I'm choosing that. And we'll see. I might end up having another YouTube channel that's about what I currently do and maybe channeling that energy through that way, but I don't really know. I don't. I just don't. I just know that things are changing and they're changing for the better, but it is a little bittersweet. And then rebalancing who you are as a as a person. So self-care. Yes. The glow up is coming, and that's a part of that for me. A huge part of that. Actually, it's more about the physical stuff and just how I act and how I present. That's what's rebalancing and reshifting. And I am so here for it. Okay. Let me see if there was, no, that was it. Okay, good. So that was the last, reaction. Now let's get into the scripting activity. What happened last year? Ask yourself that, write it down, write these questions down first. That way they get into your subconscious, and then write your answers. So what happened last year? Write it down. What do you want to improve and continue this year? Write it down. What lessons have you learned from this past year, and what do they inspire for this year? Write that down. And what is your plan? Okay. Pull out your planner. What are you doing on this date at this time? How will you accomplish this year's intentions? Okay. You need to be on that and script about your intention, which is something that I am actually about to do. I got a visual for this man that I've been dreaming about, so I'm gonna script for that. He may be coming in sooner than I think. Like I said, I plan for next year, but we'll see. what happens? I'm gonna do some scripting. Okay, so those are questions to help you prepare for the new year. My actions, what am I doing? I'm continuing to work to meet my income and attention needs while allowing the flow of joy to fit itself into my schedule. And I started doing that while I'm with my family. So I have a nice balance for me to where I'm not missing too much work that I can't support myself, which was a challenge when I was in Chiang Mai. Oh my God. But we worked that out. And then I'm gifting myself a mini glow up for my birthday. I'm so excited. My hair is on its way. And I've already begun training for a new career. I'm gathering the odds and ends I need to prepare for my move in March to Vietnam. So all that stuff is happening and I'm excited. That's what I'm doing. What are you doing? What action are you taking? Write that down. Use the scripting activity to help you with that. Comment, share, like, subscribe, bell, ding, hit it, ding, 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 share it, please share it and like it, okay? Put a little heart emoji in the bottom of this video to let me know you watched it and you liked it. And thank you so much. You can find me on facebook.com/clarity with Kim. The creators to these videos that I just featured will be linked below. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.